Well, we always like to try to stay abreast of the new music that is coming out both from Maine and elsewhere. And to do that, we turn to Chris Brown from Bull Moose, who is back with us here in the studio. Thanks for coming in, Chris.
Yeah,
we have 4 new music releases. Let's begin with David Gilmour, who's got one out on CD, vinyl, and Blu-ray. It's called Luck and Strange. What's this about?
If you heard his last couple solo albums, it sounds somewhat like those, but maybe a little bit fresher. He's working with a younger producer who really is best known for producing the first 2 Alt-J albums. So he's kind of opened the sound up a little bit. It's not so kitchen sinky.
All right, so a little more focused than what maybe we've seen from him in the past.
It's not, he's not gooping all these layers of synthesizers and like 18 guitars.
Gotcha. A little cleaner sound.
Yeah.
All right, on CD and vinyl, a new release from LL Cool J. It's called The Force, and Force stands for Frequencies of Real Creative Energy. Tell us about this release.
You know, he's been really focusing on his acting career for the last 15 years. So I think he's trying to figure out, can somebody in their middle age or late middle age be like a relevant cultural creative force in hip hop, the way that if he was a novelist or doing jazz, nobody would question it.
It's a challenge for a lot of popular musicians.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he hits it here. Like, he's just more ambitious here. And I think that the producer Q-Tip, who was in from a tribe called Quest, gave him a more creative bed on which foundation on which to work. I mean, it's actually kind of a headphone album, more than the Gilmour.
One of the most popular main bands of recent years, Ghost of Paul Revere, has a re-release or a new release. I'm not quite sure what to call it. It's on white vinyl. It's called Believe. Their fans are certainly familiar with this, and there's a backstory to this.
Well, it's like the 10th anniversary edition of their first album. Technically 11 years, but whatever.
Close enough.
Close enough, yes. So the black vinyl version, which they did make in the it was available really in the mid to late 2020, whatever, until about 2020. That was our top-selling local LP of all time.
Top-selling Maine LP of all time.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So now it's back, and what they've done is it's on white vinyl this time. If you can picture the cover, it's, you know, like a black background with a white sort of skeleton with the hat. So that's why white vinyl makes sense. And they have taken what was white before, and now it's like a gold foil. So it'll be kind of shiny and cool to have. Or cool if you don't have it.
I was going to say the collectors are probably going to want to add this to their collections because that is what they do.
Yeah, there's no new music coming.
Well, let's end with a CD and vinyl release by The Heavy Heavy, and it's called One of a Kind, and this is an interesting kind of group.
So they're a new band. This is their first full-length album, but they call themselves retro-inspired, which means it's just an interesting mix, of kind of modern production, but they're going for this like 60s, like somewhere between like mid 60s Rolling Stones guitar stuff to maybe like Partridge Family. Sort of in that, but done in a modern way. So it has this sound, like there's tons of reverb on the vocals, and the drums are quiet. Like they're not as loud as you would have on a rock album released today. It's really cool, and there's like nice double vocals and harmonies. It's a cool band.
I've never heard of a band whose range is described as from the Rolling Stones to the Partridge Family, but I am intrigued.
Well, Cowsills.
Yeah, fair enough. Good point. All right, we got to leave it there. That's all for now.
Okay,
Chris, thanks so much. 4 new releases. You've got the list. We've got the list on our website and app. Stay with us. We're going to return right after this.